On behalf of VIEA, I welcome you to the 7th Annual State of the Island Economic Summit. You and I need to be in this company.
Really think about economic activity, economic benefit, and how it's related to the ongoing and long-term viability of the environment and resources that sustain us.
I really got my career started at the Times Colonist, where I worked briefly, but I started covering politics, and then I joined the Vancouver Sun. The reporter covering that event for the Globe and Mail or Times Colonist or Vancouver Sun will be expected to tweet the politician's comments throughout. At the same time, she will need to find a way to video record a few minutes of the press conference so it can be uploaded on the newspaper's website.
On BC Hydro and other energy providers, Fortis included, to provide resources and capacity to meet that demand, which is very important for the economic development of the province as a whole.
It allows us to invest about $100 million into the transportation sector.
The emotional connections that people make with destinations that are long-lasting.
The good news is we seem to be well respected by others outside the border.
Some very exciting entrepreneurs about our business climate here on the island, about their stories, and about what they do to inspire innovation, bring innovation into their own businesses, and take it out into the communities.
My beginnings as an entrepreneur started when I was about 5.
And I was too young and too green to know some of the barriers that I was going to encounter. And luckily for me, it turned out that I was good at the business side of things and that I was a quick learner.
So who here is motivated by money? Because all the hands are going to go down. Yeah.
Composting all of our curbside garbage on people.
We on Vancouver Island are very much tied to each other's successes and each other's failures, and that is our reality.
It's a distinct pleasure to be here this evening with all of you. I look around the room and I am humbled. You are all the economic drivers of Vancouver Island. You're the employers, the risk takers, you're the folks that certainly drive the economy here. The entrepreneurs, you name it, major industries in the room, and we're pleased to be a part of that. Use the term, you never arrive. Although somebody told me one day, you're an airline, you should never say that. I think you know what I mean. But today, like all of you, we face high input costs, challenging economic environments. For example, the Canadian economy is still fragile, somewhat fractured. In Western Canada, we're enjoying a strong economic engine, with primary industry largely sustaining our national GDP.
State of the Island Summit event has become a prestigious, must-attend event if you do business on Vancouver Island. We have what promises to be another successful day ahead of us.
I actually grew up in Friday Harbor High School, if you know the San Juan Islands. Number one is the internet has changed everything. 90% of all Canadians now have immediate access to the internet. Out of that group, 94% use the internet to decide where we're going to live, where we're going to invest, where we're going to go on vacation. Don't you?
Tell people why you're doing things. Sell the experience and do it with yellow headlines. I love that.
Usually I talk about social media strategy. Has anyone here had to deal with
some negative consequences?
It was a massive economic impact for our region. Nobody saw them filming. They were hanging off cliffs for a month. There was helicopter rentals. At the nonprofit level, it will help you leverage more money into your communities than you will get doing it through, the standard, municipal infrastructure process.
We'll have an opportunity for collective discussions at the end of all three, so hopefully we can keep it interactive in that manner, and then we'll have a summary statement from each of us, if time allowing, at the end of the session.
We all know governments have very short memories, and we paid the price for that. 55 short years ago, every community, every family had fishers, they had trappers, they had hunters, because that's how we looked after ourselves.
How do we engage employees? Georgina will talk about that. What are some workplace wellness initiatives that actually work? Kim Macy will talk about that. And how do you, as a business owner in a small or large firm, get there? And Nancy's going to talk about that.
When we can keep costs down and save $80 million over the life of the project, we have to do that and provide a similar level of service. So you'll see more about the cable ferry.
I just want to mention that one of the things that the university is very much involved in, a large majority of students who are asking about food, they want to see food and agriculture in their curriculum.
The support from this community and the island that I think we've got the Premier Summit, and the Premier here, of course. We've got the Premier Summit on Vancouver Island. Thank you very much.
She's committed to controlling spending and growing the economy through BC Jobs Plan to secure a brighter future for British Columbians. Please, everybody, join me in welcoming Premier Christy Clark.
We have an incredible opportunity here, a sky-high opportunity as a province to change the future for our kids, to make British Columbia the second biggest exporter of natural gas in the world. We're talking about 100,000 new jobs across the province, 21,000 jobs building the export facilities and the pipelines, 42,000 jobs to supply goods and services during construction, many of those from local small and medium-sized businesses. And there is no business that poses that opportunity to a greater extent than liquefied natural gas. So as these economic opportunities come to places across the island and across the province, we are going to need to continue to invest. We're going to be investing another $15 million to add another 2.3 kilometers of median barrier on the Malahat so that we can save lives. Because this island deserves a better transportation network than the Malahat currently provides. We will change the future as a generation for the people of Vancouver Island, the people of British Columbia, and the future of this country. This is our task, and we are going to take it. Thank you. Thank you very much.